See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Jordan Thomas brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Again, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And it's caught. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Stills, right side. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Sacked by Justin Houston. A
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the street. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll drop here to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Extra point try by Bailey. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here comes the Texans now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. And linebackers nowadays.
And now Watson throws another interception. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
He
put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. So that'll back him up 5. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice game now. That won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A run by Mack to start the drive. Continuing to fight for more. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
I'm not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, When you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Bailey now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Colts, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11.